How are you doing, everyone? It's Paul Wilson, the CEO of the Hwanseung Group. I'd like to welcome you to our vlog for the 20th of September 2023. Just reminding you that this is all one take, this is all raw, there's no script. I just want to get the hottest contents out to you as soon as I can, 5 days a week, so you can stay informed and up to date with the hottest issues that you can share with your colleagues and business partners. Just reminding you that transfer is the meaning of Hwanseung, okay? We're always transferring between transport, companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and information in our lives, okay? My company enjoys free promotion on public transport every day, millions and millions of mentions on the LCD screens and the tag machines at subways and buses when we're always transferring between public transport. Join me on my journey, okay? The destination is not important, but join me on my journey to grow my group based upon my cash cow of business English, corporate business English, and we're moving into Hwanseung headhunting, which is search firm recruitment, and then Hwanseung Gumyung, which is finance, Hwanseung Budongsan, which is the real estate there. I came to Korea with 20 kilograms of luggage and $40,000 worth of student debt, and I managed to get it paid off, and now look what I have now. I'm not bragging, but it's what hard work brings for you. If you work hard enough, you'll get the long-term results, okay? Now let's get into the first one here. 20 companies pay fines rather than pay for daycare. So if we look at this article here, we can see that there was a number of companies there that you get a 200 million won fine, which is 153,000 US dollars, for failing to provide childcare or a daycare center for employees or a paid childcare center in the neighborhood. Now, the conditions are that if you have more than 500 workers or more than 300 female workers there, you're required to either set up daycare facilities or pay nearby centers to take care of the workers' children. Now, violators can be fined 100 million won twice per year, but this is often cheaper for the company because it is less than the cost of providing childcare. Now, you can see there's been a number of famous companies that were caught up in this issue. One of them was Costco Korea, okay, so that's a very reputable brand, it's got a lot of good customer following in Korea. DAS as well, DAS, run by former Korean President Lee Myung-bak's elder brother, okay. Low cost airline LCC, which is T-Way Air, okay. Iwa Women's Mokdong Hospital, and also KPMG International, okay. Samjong KPMG accounting firm was caught as well. So again, it just makes sense to pay the Yeolwon fine and don't pay for the daycare for your employees, okay? It's just a simple business decision, but there needs to be this loophole that needs to be identified, and I think they need to crack down on it harder, okay? And providing daycare is such a very essential procedure, benefit for working couples as well. Especially if the couples are both working for the same company, it's very, very helpful, and it does make things easier for parents, when they are looking after young families. Hey, we've got a bad birth rate. Yeah, we've got the lowest birth rate in the OECD. This is the least we can do. And government, please step in and crack down on this thing and help, the movement to creating more daycare centers for young children. And I'm sure you can get better results than just simply throwing money everywhere in the forms of tax breaks and stuff like that. Okay, now this next one, guys, as we can see here, cross-border shopping from consumers nearly tripled from 2018 to 2022. All right, okay, so shopping here, 해외직구 is what it's called, okay, importing directly from overseas. Now, what's made it easier? Well, I think the interface, the UI, the user interface, where they've been fully translated into Korean. It's card security, credit card security there, reviews in Korean as well. I was a long-time iHerb user for several years, and I branched out into Alibaba. Now, I've got some very good Alibaba things. Let me show you this. This is a Galaxy Kawayuri, okay, Galaxy bulletproof glass, okay, for that one there. Guess how much for one of these? One Kawayuri for 620won. That's right. One Kawayuri for 620won. 무배송. Free delivery, okay? So you can see why it's so attractive. People are buying everything. They're taking advantage of the cheaper prices overseas, and especially things like if you're buying things from Japan, like golf clubs and even red wine, fine red wines. The interest rate is so attractive right now with Japan, okay? But Alibaba, another big news is that they're taking over Sibilbonga, which is being sold by SK. SK failed to take them public, okay? They did not have enough energy to do that there, so their top bidder is going to be Alibaba. So expect the online shopping marketplace to get a lot more competitive there. Naver is still king. Coupang is catching up very quickly in number 2. Shinsegae and Gmarket, well, they're trailing in number 3, but they really have a long way to go as well. But Alibaba, I think, by the end of the year, and perhaps they could even be in number 3 position. Mark my words, you heard it first right here. Okay, they could be even number 3. Okay, now number 3 here, we can see here, okay, for this, why Korean battery makers mass hiring is still not enough for the tech race. This is not just battery makers there, but this is also semiconductors as well. Now, a lot of the brain talent, we're facing a brain drain, guys. This is a brain drain that is a very serious problem because a lot of the top 1% of Sunung graduates, Sunung examinees who have passed the Sunung, they're deciding to go to medical school, okay, for the prestige and honor and perhaps the more pay that's involved with being a doctor. I touched upon on yesterday's podcast where that being even a dermatologist pays better than a gynecologist. It's more safer as well in terms of your reputation. You're not going to get sued as much just in case you make a medical misadventure. The other thing is like companies like Micron are directly poaching Korean engineers and R&D technician staff from Korean companies there. And the other option is to go to Japan as well. So HR departments are having a very big headache with keeping procuring talent and also keeping that talent in the company. Now, what's happening is that a lot of these young generation who are working for these big chip companies and battery companies, they do get a bit cocky, where they think that I'm getting headhunter offers in my inbox every morning. I can go anywhere I want, but they don't realize that even if you get the opportunity to have an interview at another company, they will do a background check. And with that background check, if you don't have good evaluations or you don't have you didn't have good harmony with your team, that's not going to be something they want to adopt and implant into their organization there. So if you are thinking about leaving, please make sure you leave on good terms and keep your record clean. That goes to show that goes for your social media presence as well. Type your name in Google. Type your name in Google or Naver and see what images come up. If you got that picture in Itaewon with where you've been some questionable actions there, that's going to stick out as well. Okay, I'm not surprised with HR departments doing that kind of searching up on your background there. Okay, great. Okay, and this next one, guys, only 47% of Korean adults recognize heart attack symptoms here. Okay, so heart attacks. It is only 47% out of 230,000 that were surveyed recognized that they had early symptoms of a heart attack. So what are the symptoms of a heart attack? We can see here that you can feel a feeling of tightness, intense pain, or a lump-like feeling in the chest, chin, or neck areas, shortness of breath, and pain or discomfort in the arms or shoulders there. So that's all got to do with the coronary artery responsible for supplying oxygen and nutrients to the heart muscles is suddenly blocked, leading to a death of the heart muscle tissue and potentially resulting in a cardiac arrest. Now, you do not want to get in that situation there. Again, diet and exercise is very important. Okay, but yes, also living a stress-free, as much as possible, stress-free lifestyle, because that does bring up your blood rate, your heart pressure, blood pressure there as well. So yes, make sure you are being careful about those kind of things there. In the past, we thought 50s, 60s, 70s were the main patients for heart attack or strokes. Okay, these days it is creeping down to 20s, 30s, 40s. All right, can you believe that? A lot of these these so-called adult sicknesses, adult diseases, are creeping down into the younger generations. There, gout is one of them. There, diabetes is another one. High blood pressure, fatty liver disease. Do make sure you get checked every 2 years as part of the National Health Insurance Public Health Inspection Health Check Program. Okay, and if you do feel that you need a lifestyle change, perhaps it's time to realize and take that as a wake-up call to become be a more healthy person, be a healthy employee, be a healthy partner to your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or a father or a mother to your kids. All right, health is wealth, guys. I cannot reiterate that too much. Okay, health is definitely wealth. Okay, you could be Lee Gon-hee, you could be the leader of the former leader of Samsung, and you could have all the money in the world, but what is that money worth to you if you cannot use it because you're unhealthy? Okay, so yeah, health is wealth, guys. Look after it while you can. Okay, now this last one, guys, here, Koreans, okay, imports of Japanese seafood plunge in contrast to the surge in Asahi beer. So we have covered this topic quite a lot, where the Fukushima wastewater release of the radioactive things was released. Okay, there has been some talk about like the Susan Shijang, the seafood wholesalers being have declining in for the last 5 months. They still have a lot of business going on, but it has decreased markedly. On the other hand, okay, Japanese Asahi, okay, beer is up. Okay, imports of Japanese seafood will hit the lowest there, and then last month's imports of Japanese beer, both in value and volume, saw the highest growth since 2019, just before the Japanese government imposed export restrictions on South Korea, and we retaliated with a No Japan campaign. All right, so I want to show you something here. It's been the mania. Okay, if you could get your hands on it, the supply is no problem now. Okay, but let's have a look at the Asahi Super Dry Senmekju can. All right, here we go. Alright, so how we can drink the Asahi Super Dry can. It's been around for like 4 or 5 years in Japan. Chill it for at least 6 hours. Okay, just be careful. If it's above 12 degrees, it'll overflow. Yes, just be careful there. It could overflow. Yes, pulling it out of the icebox to pop the can immediately. Grab it tightly. Let's all look at that, look at that. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay. If it's bent, if the ring is bent, okay, in the wrong position, put it in the right position. You might not open it carefully. And if you wanted to get more foam, put your hands around the can, okay, and you can get it more foam coming out there. Alright, have a look at the points there. Enjoy. Super dry. Nice. Okie doke. Alright, so yes, tell me, I still haven't tried it myself. I was a beer man previously, but I'm not really now these days. But I will give it a go. And I'll let you know how I feel about my review of the Asahi Super Dry. But it's very interesting. If you want more foam, just grab the can. Just grab the can, and the warmer temperature will make the foam come out naturally. Okay. So, guys, a double upload today. Okay, well done, Paul. Okay, from the CEO of the Hwanseung Group. Okay, just reminding you that Hwanseung means we're transferring between transport, companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and intuition in our lives. Okay, and remember, this is all one take. There's no script. This is all raw. I just want to get the contents to you in the most efficient way possible. No fancy editing at all. Okay, I'm not interested in the number of views or subscribers. I just want to build a library of contents that I can market to HR managers. Okay, in my future business endeavors. Wait till I get my website up and running, but the domain has been I've been sitting on that domain since 2011, guys. It's over 12 years I've had that domain. Okay, so I'm very, very proud of that grab, and life's good. Life's good. It's busy. I'm working 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. Monday to Friday, and I am lacking some sleep, but I do feel energized by the energy I get from my executives, okay, that I teach one-on-one, and I like to pass the energy on through my YouTube to you guys. Hopefully I can influence you, and hopefully I can empower you to take your business English to the next level. Okay. We're transferring all in our lives, okay, based on our business model of like hash cow in corporate business English. We're moving into Hwanseung headhunting, which is search firm recruitment, Hwanseung Commune, which is finance, and Hwanseung Budosan, which is real estate there. Join me on my journey. Okay, it's not about the destination, it's about how you get there. That's the most exciting part. Thank you. Those were our people today. That's Hwanseung tonight.